Welcome to episode 4. I'm your host, Steven.
I'm your co-host, Nate.
We have a jam-packed episode for you. There's our Christmas segment.
And we have a sports update.
Alondra will interview with the FFA.
And Eric and Josh have a new segment.
Let's get started with our Christmas segment.
Now speaking more about our Catholic faith, the Feast of St. Nicholas was actually on December 6th. So, of course, we have celebrated that recently at our school.
St. Nick's Day has been a tradition here at CTK for a long time. Usually occurring around December 6th, students ranging from elementary, junior high, and high school come to school to find all sorts of candies to brighten their day. This year, CTK celebrated St. Nick's Day on December 5th. Mrs. Hernandez will explain more.
What is the tradition of St. Nicholas Day here at CTK?
Well, down the junior high wing, I know Mr. Corey has for many years put candy canes on each student's locker, and so I was blessed to help him with that this year. And in doing so, as he was placing the candy canes, I would read the names of the student whose locker it was. And what I was interested or excited to find out, I guess, was that while he's placing the candy cane on each student's locker, he says a special blessing for that student as he's doing that. So I thought that was really special. And of course, when I found out he did that, then as we were going along, I started saying my own blessing for each student, and I think that's something that we'll continue to learn and grow. We also this year started doing a little extra in each homeroom, and we did little stockings of our homeroom students and put a little gold coin in each. So that was just an added a little something that St. Nick left this year as well.
While elementary and middle school received candy in their shoes and lockers, the high school actually did theirs a little different.
I'm now here with high school theology teacher Dr. Chang, and she's actually the head of the Amicus Christi Club here at our school, and they ran the St. Nicholas Day event for the high school. And of course, the St. Nicholas Day event for the high school was a bit different than junior high and middle school. So Dr. Chang, can you explain what the club did?
Yeah, so Amicus Christi Service Club, which is Latin for Friend of Christ, was basically the hands and the feet of delivering the St. Nick Day goodies to the high school. This year, we did things, like you said, differently than years past. During lunch on Friday, December 5th, we had the Amicus Christi Club members deliver to each high schooler a bag that had like 3 gold chocolate coins in it, a candy cane, and then they had an option of getting an orange, which are traditional St. Nick's Day gifts that people typically give to children all over the world. So
yes.
Mr. Corey was also, and has been for many years, the proponent for St. Nick's Day at the school. Here is his experience.
So, Mr. Corey, how long have you been part of this tradition at the school?
I know I've been doing it for over 5 years now. We wanted to make sure that we carried on the tradition of St. Nicholas. I know they've done it in elementary for a while, and we want to make sure the bigger kids got to have a part in that too.
Yes, it's very nice tradition for us, especially now that we get to do it. And what do you enjoy about it, or do you?
I think the best part is making sure that people truly understand the faith and who the real Santa Claus is with St. Nicholas. He's got a great history, and the reason we have wanted to embrace that here is so that we keep Christmas more for the meaning of Jesus, and that we bring the real Santa Claus to his feast day.
Oh yes, of course. And I know I heard you specifically when you're putting the candy canes on the lockers, you say a little blessing for the students. Is that right?
Yes, I think it's important that we don't just celebrate it so that the kids get something. We want to make sure that we give them a little blessing as well, pray for them and for St. Nicholas's intercession.
Yes, of course. Well, that's very nice. Definitely got to keep the faith a part of it.
Now, of course, it is a lovely school tradition, but it actually has Catholic roots dating back many centuries to the time of the early church. Dr. Chang will elaborate.
Why do we celebrate St. Nick's Day? What is the whole?
yeah, so St. Nicholas of Smyrna was bishop in the 300s, and he was known for his generosity. And so when he became bishop, there's these stories historically of his life, of how he was portrayed or exhibited the virtue of generosity. So, for instance, one of the major stories that's related to the tradition, he knew that there was a dad of 3 daughters who were about to be sold into slavery if they couldn't get enough money to basically to have a dowry. Or a dowry is money that is paid from the dad or the family of daughters to be able to get married. What St. Nicholas did was he got coins in a bag, and then one tradition goes that he dropped it into the chimney of this dad, and there's enough gold coins in the sack to be able to pay for the girls to not be sold into slavery. The other tradition, similar, instead of it being the roof or through the chimney, the gold coins were thrown. He threw them into the window of the home, and the dad found it. But then the dad looked out the window and saw that it was Bishop Nicholas, and Bishop Nicholas, of course, was like, no, don't tell anybody. I just really want this to be done secretly. But in any event, people found out, and word got around of how generous good Bishop St. Nicholas was. So
The Feast of St. Nicholas is a small tradition in our school, but it's pretty nice. It helps us students keep our heads up in a stressful time, and it reminds us of the life of St. Nicholas, and that we need to prepare for the coming of Christ during Christmas.
Happy St. Nick's Day!
Thank you, Alejandro. I'm Matthew Cisneros, and I'm here at the Angel Workshop. The Angel Workshop has been a tradition at CTK for many years. It is a fun opportunity that gives the kids the chance to get their family, friends, or themselves a little something for the Christmas holidays. And now to Chris with Polar Express.
Hello, my name is Chris Mendez, and I'm with Julie Zupancic, and we'll be talking about Polar Express. Julie, what is Polar Express?
Polar Express is a day that we celebrate as the high school, and we watch a movie and have snacks.
Polar Express Day is a celebration filled with joy and laughter, bringing the entire high school together to share warm cups of hot chocolate and enjoy popcorn. Students gather to watch a holiday movie, once the Polar Express, and now Alvin and the Chipmunks. The day represents both the ending and the beginning. Seniors experiencing their final Polar Express Day, and freshmen starting a new journey by taking part in this shared tradition for the very first time. And I'm with Sophia Busher. Sophia, how does it feel to be involved in the Polar Express?
I really enjoy the Polar Express. It's a good school tradition we have, and it's really fun.
This is your first year. How does it make you feel?
A little new, but Polar Express it's such a good day and really brings the holiday joy.
What are you looking forward?
Hanging out with my friends, getting in the holiday spirit.
History.
We've done Polar Express as far as I've been around. We usually watch the Polar Express movie, have hot cocoa, and have fun. We're planning on watching Alvin and the Chipmunks and having hot cocoa and snacks.
I'm Joshua Benecourt, and this is Joshua's last year being involved in the Polar Express Day. Josh, how does that make you feel?
It makes me kind of sad. I miss hanging out with friends, drinking hot cocoa, and watching movies.
What is the one thing you're going to miss the most?
Definitely hanging out with my friends. We get to have an hour to just chill with ourselves and talk.
What is the one thing you're looking forward to this Polar Express Day?
Actually, we're going to be watching Alvin and Chipmunks this year, so I'm kind of excited.
Oh, that seems very fun. Thank you.
Christmas dinner was overall a success. Everyone loved the decorations, spending time with their family, and of course the food there. The food including turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, mashed potato, gravy, and some of the dessert is cakes and cookies. Santa Claus was at the front sitting on his red chair, spreading more Christmas joy and taking pictures with everyone.
What was your favorite part of the menu on Christmas dinner?
My favorite part is whenever we were carving the turkeys, we had a TV set up and we watched the Ohio State and Indiana game. My favorite part of setting up, it was getting to hang stuff from the ceiling. So there's little streamers that we have on the ceiling with some ornaments hung up, and that was kind of fun.
Did you think it turned out well?
Yes, I think it did. I think the food is good this year, and I think that we had a lot of people who actually bought them. So Yes.
Hello, I'm back and I'm with Oliver. James, what was your favorite part of the menu on Christmas dinner?
I would say the turkey. It's really good and a lot of work went into it and it tastes great. My class had a lot of fun setting it up. You can kind of see in there. We did a really good job and I think it looks great. And it was a lot of fun overall. I think we made it very fun for the school and I think we did a great job.
Now that put me in the Christmas spirit.
I love Christmas traditions.
Same here. Let's hear what others think. Andrew?
I'm here with senior Eric Carroll. Eric, what is something that only comes around during the Christmas season that you just love?
Low-key, pine-scented items like candles or stuff, and mistletoe.
I am here with Xavier James. Xavier, what is your favorite Christmas song?
I would say my favorite Christmas song is Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
And why is that your favorite song?
Because I think the lyrics are kind of catchy.
You don't think there's any other catchier Christmas songs?
I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like All I Want for Christmas Is You because it just gets annoying after so many years. So I don't really like that song. Maybe a secondary pick would be White Christmas.
White Christmas? I'm with Junior Harrison.
Hello.
Harrison, what is something that only comes around during Christmas time that you just love?
I would say it's gift giving because I live with my host family and it's a very big family. So whenever it's 20 somewhat people gathered together and giving each other gifts, I feel like it's a very good experience.
That's heartwarming.
Yep. Thanks, Andrew. Now I'm here with the FFA radio broadcasting team, who has recently competed in the radio broadcasting event.
Dalton Drake, Chapter Vice President.
Leanna Pierce, Chapter Treasurer. Aiden Halupka, Chapter President.
Rahina, just chapter member.
And of course, this is their first time competing in this event, and they did pretty well. So, first of all, Aiden Halupka, what was this event exactly?
So we competed in our first LDEs, and LDE stands for Leadership Development Events, and these are contests that FFA members compete in that develop the leadership qualities of an FFA member. And so this year we decided to just go in and try our best and see what it all was about, and so we competed in 2 different events. And we competed in the skills demonstration and radio broadcasting. And with radio broadcasting, you compete at district first. And so our district had a total of 17 teams, and only the top 2 teams advanced to area. And so I think there's 12 areas within our Area 1, or 12 districts within Area 1. And so we did well enough our first year that we actually placed second at district and went on to area to compete. So.
Okay. That sounds pretty cool. And would you say it was difficult preparing for this? I mean, sounds like it must have been.
Not really. I mean, never mind. It actually was pretty difficult. A lot of changes to scripts and to make words pronunciate and flow better off the tongue and all that. So, yeah.
A lot of preparation. So were you guys kind of nervous going into it, like stepping up and speaking and doing your podcast?
Yes. Once you started to walk into the room, me personally, I was kind of nervous, but once I started going, it kind of just went with the flow, and I just kind of just let it kind of just drop, and it was kind of just
I feel
casual
because they keep you in a room. So FFA broadcasting is you have a script and you go into a room with 3 different microphones, and then you have judges in a different room, and you do the script as if it's an actual podcast that you're doing over the radio, and you go through it and then you leave the room, and that's all you do. The judges don't see you, there's no questions, and before you actually go into contest, they hold you in a room. And I feel like while we were in there, speaking for myself, but just based off how everyone seemed, it was really stressful, and we were all kind of, nerves were a little there, but then once we walk in and we start it, we've practiced so much that it just started to flow really nicely. So
That's nice. So how about your second time? Would you say it was kind of like the first where you were stressful? I mean,
do you have anything on that, Wilson?
Me personally, no, because I've done it before, but I'm sure.
I think For the second time, for me, it was a little different as we had some member changes and some bumps along in the road. But I don't know. I know the second time was Lana's first time doing it, so that was.
Yeah. And speaking of members, Regina over there, the alternate for the radio broadcasting team, was it difficult? I mean, you were trained like almost right before the event, right? Or not right before, but
I was more focused on like helping them out figure out what they like little tweaks and stuff. Like both Dalton and Lana had a big issue with peas, so that was something we had to fight a lot with. And my job while we were over there was to tune up the speakers. Yeah, the speakers while they were in there practicing. So it was a lot.
oh yeah, sounds pretty difficult. And would you place an area? I mean, I guess
We placed 6th at area, which is huge for our first time competing in this contest.
yes. Keep in mind, this is still all their first time, so it's pretty insane what they did.
And after area, it goes straight to state. So, and only top 2 from area advance to state. So.
Well, thank you. And one last thing, how can more people join FFA to help represent?
So to be an FFA member, you have to be enrolled in an agriculture course, and so nobody could really join now as our school doesn't allow you to switch electives throughout the year, but next year you could join an ag class at the beginning of the year, and then from there you have the opportunity to join FFA through that.
Okay. Well, very nice. Thank you all very much for your time. Really quick, what else is up next for FFA?
So here coming up, we have our Christmas meeting and a little like Christmas party that we're gonna do, and that's gonna be the second Friday of this month. And then we also have some chapter community service activities that we have coming up and planned. So.
Okay, that's very nice. And that'll wrap it up for this. Thank you all very much for your time. And now back to you, Stephen and Nate.
Thank you, Alejandro. Wow, they did an amazing job on their first broadcast competition.
It's not easy talking on camera or radio.
Yes, we know a little something about that, right, Nate?
You know who are naturals? Eric and Josh, the Lion Den's taste buddies.
Thank you, Stephen Yo and Nate. Now we're on to our non-chocolate candy rankings.
Here we're going to pick out random candies and rate them from S to F tier. All right, Eric, what's your first pick?
First, we have Sour Patch Kids. Me personally, I think it's an S tier.
That is one of the best sour candies in my opinion, so S tier is a pretty good spot. Swedish Fish. Now, not that many people like this candy, but honestly, I think it's pretty good.
I really like it too.
I'd put it at an A tier. What do you think?
I would say A2.
A tier is good.
Now, I have Trolli.
Ooh. That's honestly just as good as Sour Patch.
I agree.
It's like S tier level, I say.
I would say S tier as well. And these aren't in any order. If they're in S tier, they're just an S tier. They're not 1, 2, or anything.
Alright, then we got Laffy Taffy. Now, this one, I only like one flavor in the Laffy Taffy. Other people might hate me for that, but I really like the banana ones.
So do I. Banana is my favorite flavor. The other ones I don't really like.
Would you say like A or B tier? Which do you think?
I would probably say B.
B?
Agree on B?
I'm comfortable with B.
Next, Sour Punch Straws. So me, I would probably put these in a B. They're not on the same level as these two sour candies in my opinion.
I like it better when I drink it with Powerade or something.
That's a very real statement. Good gas station snack. B tier?
B tier. B tier's good. Skittles. Now this is a good one. I like every kind of Skittle. No flavor's that bad. I'd say S tier. Honestly, I eat these any day of the week.
I would put it S tier as well. Next, we have Raisinets.
I ain't never heard of those, bro. I never heard of those before.
Do people eat these other than like old people?
No offense to them, but like
no offense to old people, but
F
tier.
F tier. Ooh, this is my favorite one. Lemon heads. I'd say an A tier at best. What do you think?
I haven't had them in a really long time, but last time I had them, I liked them.
Yep.
So I would probably put them in a B tier.
B tier. I can be comfortable with a B tier. Yeah.
You know me. Nerd gummy clusters. Automatic S tier.
You eat those like every day, dude.
Every day.
It's his whole diet. Lifesavers, they're the hard candy one.
Now, in my opinion, the gummy ones are way better than the hard candy ones.
I agree.
C tier.
C tier. Wow, that's a big drop. I was gonna say like D or S. But
I would say C tier.
we can move it down a notch. I'll let that one slide.
Starburst. Now, Starburst for me, I would probably give it a B tier. Now, if it's just the pink Starbursts, could be A, maybe even S.
You gotta go for that tropical one. They always have the pink stuff.
So what do you, B?
I'm comfortable with B. Sweet tarts. Now, I haven't had these ones in a while, so I don't have much of an opinion on them. I didn't really enjoy them as much as a kid. What do you think?
I agree. I would say like Smarties are a better alternative than sweet tarts.
D tier. Right.
Next, we have candy corn. Now, this may be a bad opinion, but I would put it A, maybe even S tier. A lot of people might not like that.
Candy corns are good, bro. Probably A tier as the best option.
I would agree with that.
Gummy bears.
Albanese specifically.
That matters.
That does matter.
Not the other ones.
Hasbro.
Yeah, Hasbro.
I like Albanese more.
Albanese are better. I hate gummy bears. Don't call me out on that, but like, I cannot eat gummy bears. I don't like.
I would probably put them in an A, but we could like agree on a B or a C.
Oh, that's a tough one. A or C for me. B is a middle ground. We could go with B. I'll live with that.
Albanese gummy bears are B. A lot of people might not like that one. We have dots. I know they're probably not a favorite of people. I could put them at a C.
That's fun with me. Yeah.
Not the superior gummy, but the pink ones are good.
It's like you have once every blue moon or something.
On Halloween, and that's about it.
Yeah. And we got, Twizzlers.
I hate Twizzlers.
Yep. Honestly, anything would be better than Twizzlers.
Maybe even Raisinets.
It's Raisinets for sure. F tier then? Alright. Into that.
Airheads. Now, they're not my favorite. I would probably put them in a C, maybe a B. It's just like, they're kind of hit or miss. And then the mystery ones are kind of good sometimes, but just depends what flavor you get.
Which do you prefer more? I'm a little more comfortable with
a C?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was in the same.
For sure. Alright.
Lastly,
the last candy. Let's see. Ooh, Jolly Ranchers.
I could eat a whole bag of blue Jolly Ranchers in like a day. But the blue one specifically.
The blue one? I'd go for the watermelon. Don't hate me on that.
The green one's also pretty good.
The green apple. Where would you put that at? S or A then?
I would say A.
A tier?
Mainly because of the blue ones. The blue ones are so good.
Alright then, A tier.
So thank you guys. And now we'll go back to Nate and Steven.
That was a sweet segment.
I can't think about sweets. It's basketball season.
That reminds me, John has a sports update.
Thank you, Steven and Nate. Ladies and gents, it is with the sad heart that I have to tell you that football is officially over. But the end of football marks the beginning of basketball. So to kick us off, we'll take a look at some highlights from our playoff run, as well as some insight from some of our players about the season. Then we'll dive into the beginning of basketball, taking a look at some insights from our players there as well.
Round 1 of playoffs. Let's start off with a huge catch by Isaiah Reyes, high-pointing the ball, setting the golden lines up for an easy touchdown. And how about some defensive action? Chris Mendes forcing his way to the quarterback for a huge sack. Then, how about this? The very next play, Chris Mendes and Eric Carroll forcing their way to the quarterback again for another huge loss. On 4th down too. A great showing by our guys up front. Now, onto a huge run on 4th down by Matthew Cisneros. He's weaving through defenders again, taking it all the way to the house, and nobody's going to catch him. He's going all the way. That's a Golden Lion victory. They're on to round 2. Round 2 against Azel Christian. This was a great game with many ups and many downs. But through it all, the Lions kept on fighting for the victory. They got down early, but then fought their way back up through resilience and dedication. But sadly, through it all, they just couldn't get it done. But congrats to the Golden Lions for a great season. Now we'll see what some of our guys have to say, and then we're on to basketball.
I'm here with senior Chris Mendes after their terrific football season. Tell me, Chris, how would you describe the season overall?
I would describe the season as awesome. I mean, it was a 10-0 record. I mean, we lost this last game, but overall, we completely demolished every single team, 45ing 7? I don't know how many times we 45 people, but I think it was an awesome season.
Yeah, it was a great season for sure, until that very last game where we fought our hearts out, but ultimately it ended up short. Did you have a favorite memory from this season?
I think my favorite memory was being able to be quarterback and throwing a pass to Onvu and getting him a touchdown.
Yep, that was fun. Did you throw the touchdown pass to him?
Oh, I didn't. I threw him a 2-point conversion, or a 1-point conversion, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that was good. I remember that. That was fun. We had our little senior set on senior night, and we got a show out with him. So, overall, how would you describe the growth of the team from the beginning of the year to the end of the season?
I would say our growth was just our chemistry. So whenever we were rushing, putting as much pressure as we can on the quarterback, our guys in the back were doing as much as they can and just destroying in the backfield.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Now to hear from basketball.
I'm here with senior basketball player Eric Carroll. Eric, what are you looking forward to most this season?
I'm looking forward to us all bonding as a team, getting some wins, and hopefully making it to playoffs.
Yeah, I hope so too. So, going off of that, what are some expectations you have for the team this season?
Get some wins, we'll place well in district, and play good.
I mean, how much more? You can't really get much simpler than that. Gotta win. I'm here with Golden Lion basketball player Gracie Hernandez. Gracie, what are you looking forward to most this season?
Showing different teams what we have, because I feel like we get underestimated a lot. So just showing teams that we're here and we're ready to play.
Heck yeah, that's a good answer. I like that. All right, now tell me, what are some expectations you have for this team?
To just always go out there and play hard no matter what. I know a lot of us are feeling under the weather right now, but I feel like we're very hardworking and we're going to put in the work no matter what. So, and to stay united always to each other.
That's very good. Thank you, Gracie. And that's a wrap on our sports recently. I don't know about you, but I know that I'm excited to see what these teams can accomplish this season. Back to y'all.
I'm excited about this upcoming basketball season.
I'm excited for next year. Well, that's going to be a wrap for episode 4 and 2025.
We'll see you on January. Merry Christmas.
From the Lions Den.